the play. Nothing egregious. They did take one big penalty in that game, 5-minute major, but other than that, they were pretty good on the physical play.
And really, that's where the game turned after they killed that major penalty. Cornell scored a couple of minutes later on the goal by Kyle Penny, and really changed the way that game played out from there on. Rink wide pass to Devine. Jack Devine has to put on the brakes, tries to angle back. It's taken off his stick. Now Bancroft trying to move it out, turns it over out in front. Shot goes over the top by Rieger Lorenz.
Bad turnover there in the own zone. Got to get the pucks north and south. Rieger, or do they got to make simple, easy, short passes? Not a lot of stretch passes worked in the regional semifinal, but they're getting, it seems like their legs are moving a little better today. Perhaps they'll be able to stretch the ice here against Cornell.
Tyler Catalano, number 15, lugs it in. Flips it in deep behind the net. That's where Cornell wants to go to work, below those dots. Lemire at center chips it in. And now he'll chase after it. He's right on Robertson's tail. Robertson sheds in, back in behind the Cornell net.
Oh, that was an unbelievable breakout. Robertson going back down to his partner up the wall. Just perfect execution.
They have to regroup, though, back in their own zone. There's the headman pass to Bancroft.
Off and battle for rebounds.
This was the key for Cornell last year. They scored twice in the first 11 minutes, and then the defense went to work. They got an early one here today. Robertson sends it down low. It's chipped away by Bouillon. Out in front again. Davis searching for the puck. Squirts off to the far wing corner. As we're past the 8-minute mark here at period number 1. Finally, Denver is able to slide it out of the zone. No icing.
What a frantic forecheck. Cornell in there playing the body, really showing their physical play here to start down low in this period. Obviously, the number 1 scoring team in the country. But when Cornell brings their physicality, it can be demoralizing if you're not getting the breaks you're used to getting. And they haven't had a sustained forecheck yet in the offensive zone. There's a couple rush chances.
Now here turned over behind the net, trying to turn it toward the front. That was Bros. Gets it to Shai Bouillon. Bouillon trying to stay away from Devlin's check. And slides off his stick to Kraft. Kraft to center. Cross-ice pass for Devlin. Now Robertson and Devlin trying to play a two-man game. They lose the puck. Denver brings it back the other way. Denver wants payback in the program's 65 NCAA tournament games.
Not in the frame, but the play happened in the offensive zone. And the Big Red get a chance to go up by 2 here on the man advantage. They like to run it through Robertson on the point. We'll see how they set up Denver, a terrific penalty kill team.
Yeah, especially lately. Denver 89% on the PK over the last 10 games. And Carter King has 4 shorthanded goals. He is tied for the lead in the country. Here's Robertson, as you mentioned, Sean, on that right point. Bancroft, he's got 7 power play goals. That's a team high. He's got it again. That's ramped up off a stick, off the glass. Keeping it alive here in the corner is Rigo. Tim Rigo from the corner gets it to Robertson. Hops over his tape and back to center.
There's a little tough handles there.
Seeger for Bancroft. Robertson again. Little real estate here. Moving in. He falls down. Opportunity back the other way. 2-on-0. Right. Moving in. Shot. Saved by Shane.
Great opportunity there. Look at the speed of Denver going through the...
From Luke Devlin, the Memphis, Tennessee native. Rose, of course, the hero in double overtime for Denver the other day. Devine has a poke checked off his stick. Spinning puck at center, settled down, and here comes the captain, Webster. McCain Webster out of St. Louis, Missouri. Slammed to the wall by Figueres. Puck jarred loose, back out to neutral ice.
And here's where Cornell wants to set up defensively and get the puck up hard. Denver's doing a much better job in transition right now as they're getting pucks up the ice quicker.
Manica through a screen, another good save by Shane. His vision is incredible. Even with bodies and traffic in front of him, seems to see everything. Kyle Penny will drive us down, but stays alive enough to get it in deep. Devlin now trying to get it around Shai Bouillon. Bouillon staples him up against the wall. Back to the point now. Robertson has it. Robertson for Cornell. Heavy carom off those end boards. But able to slow that down was Anderson for Denver, and the Pioneers get it back out to center ice.
Denver, good job getting the puck out of the zone, just not letting Cornell get the pressure that they've been having. They need to have quick.
That's going to be a terrific game to decide who goes to St. Paul in the Frozen Four. Of course, they met in the Frozen Four last year.
Yeah, two teams that know what they're doing when they get there for sure.
There's a shot and a goal from Manica. Rigo trying to get a shot on through a screen. Muffled shot deflected in behind the net. 25 seconds to go in the first period. Tied at 1 now. Bros coming in for Denver, and they're offside. That first Frozen Four in 21 years. Got the early lead on a goal by Nick DeSantis, but Denver has tied it up as Mikko Matica stays hot. He had 3 goals in the NCHC tournament, and he's got one here in the national tournament. Centering pass broken up in front, and Ryan Walsh. A lot to be decided in the next 40 minutes. Winner on to St. Paul in the Frozen Four. There's a quick shot off the turnover in the circle. And Kyle Penny whistles wide. I thought that goal by Matica was more important than the first goal that Cornell scored to take the early lead. You know, they finally get one past Shane, and now up. And the tickets are at a premium.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Should be. The Michigan State definitely had the better of them this year, beating him 4 times. But it's one game. You never know. Great goaltender, Trey Augustine, and he's had a phenomenal year. And Michigan State winning the Big Ten this year.
And also tomorrow, the defending national champs, Quinnipiac, and the #1 national seed, Boston College, tomorrow in Providence. Butchie and Colby Cohen on that one. Here's Manica. He's the one that made this game even. Bouncing puck in behind the net. Trying to center there from the corner was Matica. It's picked off, sent back to neutral ice. Angled back in by Robertson, or excuse me, by Anderson. And here is Robertson to take some time and start it back up the ice for Cornell. Tim Rigo, the Massachusetts native, up along the near wall, tipped in by 2 score for Cornell. Sean Behrens now up along the near wing wall. He's going to flutter in behind the net. Out is Shane to turn it over to his D. So we're past the 4-minute mark of the second period, still tied at 1. That was behind Bancroft, and that's going to be a miss.
Make the pretty play. They're just going to get it out of the zone and reset because they're confident they can win the faceoffs. And when you can win faceoffs, it's not a big deal.
There's another one. That time it was Ryan Walsh in the dot. We talked about his first period major on Thursday. Kind of a freshman mistake. But Maine couldn't take advantage of it. And that's so key for Cornell, Sean. I mean, they've got to be disciplined. They know. And they have been.
You're sure you're tying them up or winning. And that's a big win for Denver. Seagreen, nice job.
Now his tip, so no icing that time. Here's Robertson on the near wall. Tries a headman for O'Leary. Loose puck at center, scooped up by Castagna. Tried to flip it up and over to O'Leary, but it's taken away on the back check. See, Bouillon gets it over here to his teammate Behrens. Lemire trying to shoot through a screen. It's blocked. Comes to Carter King, and he'll flip it on. Blocked away by Davis. And now Kraft turns backhand right out in front by Devlin, and the save made. Now Webster will lift it out to center. Manica trying to get there first, but it's taken away by Robertson. Headman pass to Castagna. Not enough room for him as he was shut down by Olvestad. And another icing on teams in the ECAC and the Ivy.
He's got a style of kid that he recruits, high character. Mixes in his squad well. He's got big guys. He's got smaller guys that can skate. He builds a team with his recruiting, which Instead of going and getting the #1 NHL draft pick, he gets a lot of kids that fit character-wise, and that's why they're in the tournament frequently.
'24th NCAA tournament, second straight year, 5th since 2017 for the Big Red. So consistently good. Of course, he went to Cornell. He understands the institution. Webster, and it's slapped off his stick by Robertson. Now Manica, another drive from the circle. Oh, that one slid right through the crease.
Well, he's feeling it. They got to get him the puck. He's shooting it from everywhere. He feels good out on the ice. He's moving well.
And his 20th earlier in this hockey game to tie it up. One of the top freshmen in the country.
20 goals as a freshman is impressive. He's hurt and going to the bench, though. Slash there.
Caden Thompson muscles it in for the Pioneers. Sullivan Mack had a team-high 4 shots against Maine. He's had an injury-plagued career. Finally at his healthiest since he's been at Cornell, and he's really shining.
He's playing much like Mikko Matica from Denver.
Sam Harris brings it in for Denver. Who's going to get the next one? It's going to be a big one for sure. Seeger has been great in the faceoff dot. Now trying to assist Penny. Penny making a bid for his second goal of the regional.
This line is tough to deal with from Cornell. Their top line, they're big, they skate hard. DeSantis is a little water bug out there. He's all over the place.
Robertson, top of the circle, wrist shot, saved by Davis, and I don't think he saw it the whole way. Now here's Rigo looking for the wraparound. Bancroft pulls up in the corner, looking to center. Staying away from Olvestad's poke check. Robertson, very patient here is Cornell. Robertson, low wrister, and Sullivan Mack. Wrist shot, another block out in front, and that was Buckberger. Got a stick on it. Robertson, trying to work around Carter King. Got a wrist shot down low and hit traffic in front and deflected. Never got to Davis.
Boy, Robertson's a special player. What a defenseman. Great heads-up movement up on the blue line.
Now Rigo to the aforementioned Robertson. Again, an all-rookie team member from the ECAC. Mack turns, fires, goes well wide of the near post. Williams just made him look like he was standing in place.
That's just pure skill. He's just an unbelievably creative defenseman.
Thompson puts on the brakes, now circles to the middle from the slot. His shot didn't get through. Anderson swings it back. Olvestad, he sends a drive, and that one Kraft did block, and he's hobbled. Now Olvestad,
another
hit
block.
Kraft again. Mercy. Kraft is going to be thinking about Olvestad in the ice tub later today. Bounce back to the Denver line. They tried to headman for Webster. The captain will hand off. Here comes Devine. Devine's got a little room. Devine saw it roll off his stick as he was being chased by Rigo.
Boy, he was just about to pull the trigger there, and the puck slipped off his tape.
He still does not have a shot on today, and he only had 2 against UMass, and they came late.
Much better in getting the puck up and out quicker.
Last year, Denver didn't score at all against Ian Shane and Cornell. Got shut out in Manchester, sent home in the first round of the national tournament. They've got 2 in the net here today. Sure they'd like 1 more. Cornell will try and come back, but Denver 24-1-2 when leading after 2. There's Jared Wright from neutral ice. He'll play it in for the Pioneers. They've got their sights on their 19th Frozen Four. The number 3 national seed, 1,900 miles away from home. You know, a lot of people thought that BU was going to be here. They were sent packing to Sioux Falls, and Denver comes out east again.
Cornell fortunate that missed the net.
Again, Manica 4 goals in the last 3 games. Cornell, they have played from behind 2 of the last 3 contests. Thursday against Maine, they got down 1-0 early. and they rallied from 2 down to beat Dartmouth, as that's wrapped in by
red here so far in this game.
Another face-off controlled by Cornell. They try to hold the zone. Rigo keeps it in. Now Seeger lays it back for Bancroft. Bancroft's shot was deflected, and Rigo will come back to his own end. Here's Walsh. Here's Sullivan Mack doing what Sullivan Mack does, carrying it in deep, trying to create. Now rung around the end boards, comes back to the near wing. Doesn't stay in that zone very long. Olvestad back for the Pioneers, goes to the middle. His pass just out of the reach of Harris, who was pretty much tied up by Mack anyway.
Good defensive back check there by Cornell, going through the middle of the ice and taking away the stick of the talented forward.
Kyle Penny, he was out. They still miss Massimo Rizzo, who hasn't played since early February with an injury. We thought we might see him this weekend, but number 13 is still out for Denver.
Well, if they can find their way through, there may be a chance he can go. He is a dynamic forward.
Yeah, 44 points before he got hurt in early February. And it was February 3rd when he went down with that injury. He had already accrued 44 points. They've almost got 2 weeks before the Frozen Four, so maybe they could get him back if they advance. Coming up on the 7-minute mark here, almost turned over. Devine doing a great job on the forecheck, and now he almost does steal it. Man, Jack Devine really frustrating Cornell on that breakout.
A little casual for my life.
Not that they can't do it, right, but they've got to generate some now.
They got to find a way to get goals and get pucks to the net and do everything you can to take the eyes away from Matt Davis, who's been great.
And it seems like Davis gets sharper with each save he makes. Coming off the wall, Rieger Lorenz still with it. Feeds the blue line, almost turned it over to Seeger. And now they do. Here's Penny now supporting the puck. Penny throws it in. Davis makes the save. The rebound loose. And trying to jam it home was DeSantis, but he couldn't get a clean shot.
And look who's there to clean up the trash and get it out of the zone. Jared Wright.
Williams centers for Bros. Just missed him.
What a great opportunity for Cornell in front. That line of Penny, Seeger, and DeSantis has been all over the ice. Denver's going to get a healthy dose of them for the rest of this game.
DeSantis got the only goal for Cornell. He's no doubt one of the stars of this hockey game. Shai Buium.
What a play.
Knocks it back down to the blue line after playing it with his glove. Beautiful. Third. Loose puck. Castagna got a shot on. Davis very calmly just shovels it aside.
Good job. Good battle in front, too.
This is going to wobble back down the other way. Out of his net is Shane, and he'll send it into the 5th row.
They get that pad over. Gorgeous save, and he has been sharp in this game.
Just think how this game might have looked differently if Davis weren't able to go. If he had been injured enough, or if something had happened severely enough in that second overtime the other day. Fortunately, it was just cramps, and he was able to continue. Had a career-high 46 saves against UMass.
And there were a lot of good ones. They were not a lot of high-end chances where he made big saves for his team.
66 saves in the regional for Anderson. Gets it over to the near wing side. Robertson pitching down, holds it in for the Big Red. Puck goes airborne. Knocked down by Harris, and he throws it out of the zone with his hand. But it's played by Robertson for Cornell, so no whistle.
That's a good play. Turned out to be a good play. Maybe Cornell should have let them get it to get an offensive zone. This period's moving quick for Cornell. They got to find a way to get some opportunities here. Or Denver, they've been fresh. And you see 46 saves for him in that game. Incredible goaltending from Matt Davis here in the regional.
92 minutes, 28 seconds of hockey on Thursday. And this has been a tooth and nail battle with Cornell. That was a 2-1 final. 2 days ago. This one is 2-1 right now. Is it going to be enough? That was the first time all season Denver had won a game without scoring at least 3 goals. They might need to do it again. At the blue line, Sebrian tries to follow it into the corner, taken away by the captain for Cornell, Kyle Penning. Turned over, Sebrian turns it on net. Cornell can't afford to give up anything now. 5 minutes to go. Headman pass knocked down. Sebrian hands off. A little out of the reach of Bros, but there is Behrens to support the puck.
It's fun to watch, and the fans are into it. So should be a great event. It always is a great event, no matter where it is.
You know, Tom Reed's Hockey City Pub right down the street.
There you go.
You're welcome, Tom. 4:20 to go. Robertson, top of the circle, wrist shot. I think that hit a skate. I don't think it ever got to Davis.
Good puck movement on the blue line. Cornell going over to Robertson for the quick shot. Tim Rego with a nice pass over to him. Just unable to find the shot on goal, one wide.
Robertson holding the point again, and that was kicked out in front by Shai Buyam. Almost some friendly fire there, getting past Davis.
That was close. That was a dangerous play.
Now here's Mack. Under 3 minutes to go. Figueres throwing it down along the wall. It's tied up. See, Buyam kicks it free, and then the pipe.
To win that draw, it's a total battle.
Face-off control by Cornell.
Penalty. Oh my gosh. The knocked the stick out of his hands.
Just the 3rd penalty of the hockey game, 2nd against Cornell. So Ian Shane back on the ice, back in the net. And Denver already with a power play goal. Right now, it stands to be the game winner as Harris scored on the power play late in the 2nd period. Denver could get one here, it's all but over. Right here in this hockey game. And they win another one. And now Rigo loses control. Denver gets to it. Trying to set up on the power play.
Oh, they were trying to spring Jack O'Leary there. Short-handed. Denver's got to be careful to watch.
Nearly turned over in front as Shane was out of the net and lost sight of the puck.
How did Devine not put that in? What happened? He must have just rolled up on him.
Short angle shot there by Devine. That nearly ended it. Webster playing keep away. 1 minute to go in the hockey game. Here's Devine attacking the middle. Over for Thompson. Intercepted by Rigo, and finally Cornell is able to get it out.